A very spacey blue milk. No, sorry, it's a strawberry soy milk milkshake. So, welcome to SpaceSlog. Difficult for me to say at the best of times. This is a space based ship colony builder type of game. Essentially, you have a ship and a crew, although I say that the ship is a survival pod, it's an escape pod, and the crew is singular. It is a crew. Although, not technically, you can start with more than one person, but for this video, we'll be just going with the one survivor, and you have to survive in the vacuum of space. So things like temperature and pressure is all simulated, and overall habitability. You've got factions and events and all manner of things to encounter and explore and gather resources and expand the ship, that sort of thing. So we're just going to jump in and I'll show you a look at this early access version. I played maybe an hour or so of this build, so full disclosure and all of that. I'm liking the nice little homage on the side of this vessel on the left there, the number 42 on the side. Very nice. Anyway, let's just go to new game and we will customize and tailor our experience. So you've got universe creation, either harmony or random. We're going to go with harmonious. So harmony, let's take it slow. Creates a more harmonious and laid back experience. Whilst there is still some randomization, the game will try and tailor a bespoke experience. Incidents will be more calculated and progressive, giving you an extra breathing space. So difficulty, we can go for shipbuilder all the way up to brutal. We're going to go with normal. We're going to skip the tutorial and skip the story text. It is a proper Star Wars crawl at the start with that story text. And the TLDR, the too long didn't read, as far as I can tell, is basically Earth, colony ships, explosion, now we're alone in space. You can set up the factions, so you've got Reavers and Pirates. You can, again, turn these on or off, and then set up the amount of splinter factions. I'm guessing that with basically a lot of the game, this has been set up so we can, it can be built on as the game progresses. So, adding in more options for factions, that sort of thing. I don't know if there's like aliens going to be added, like proper aliens, or whether it's just sort of a near future type of thing. But anyway, and you can randomize the seed. So Cunningham is our seed here. So we've got our survivor gender, we've got their vitality, young to old, whether resourceful or wasteful. Why would you go with wasteful? I don't. Oh, wasteful gets more money. Okay, fair enough. We'll go for resourcefulness. And then you've got your adolescents. So again, a bit of a history for your captain and such, but this basically sets up how many crew you start with. So a loner, you're alone. What a surprise. More news at 11. You will start with one additional crew member if you're easygoing, or a people person with 2 crew members. We're going to go with a loner, because it will be, I think that's more of a default experience. And then you've got your profession, so you've got an engineer, a doctor, a marine, and it goes down to like animal handler and a scientist. And you've got, off-world detective. We can go with a proper Miller type experience. Why'd you wear a hat in space? Keeps the rain off my hip. Let's go with an engineer, and then there we go. So this is Patrick Blair. You can change the name of it if you really want to. Let's go with Derek, let's go generic son, otherwise known as Guy. So this is Guy. And you can see they've got skills in engineering, navigation, range, melee, social operations, cooking, etc., etc. All of your skills, again, very similar to games of this genre and other peers. Characteristics, you've got nervous and prefers low gravity, and an engineer, and medical conditions, none. And again, all of this does feel like, it's set up so, more can be added on as the game progresses. I mean, that should be pointed. That should be obvious with it being early access. But what I mean is, like the bare bones are here, and the sort of engine is here to just go right. If you want another 20 characteristics in an update, there we go. That's just how it sort of feels. We're going to select our captain here, Derek, and let's go into space, and then we'll go with, like I say, the very default sort of survival starting experience. So ship name escape pod 638, crew of 1. The colony ship, along with thousands of its crew, has been destroyed. That is suboptimal. The remaining survivors, though injured and low on oxygen, must reinstate life support and vacate this sector as quickly as possible. So there we go. This is our starting ship. It is a cube. So we've got this here. Quick rundown through the UI. We've got all of our options for building, checking out factions and orders on the left here. We'll come on to that later on. Our escape pod, which you can rename, so it is a Poddington. Let's go okay. And you've got things like its overall health and breathability and amount of power it's got, etc. You've got a burn meter, which we'll come on to that later. That's for going for different areas. Whether the alert system is on. We can't go at red alert because it does mean changing the bulb. We've got time controls, events. We've got overlays like you can see oxygen and CO2 and temperature. So it's a little bit chilly. It's currently cold in here. In fact, when we mouse over, it does show on the bottom left 0 degrees C, and it also shows lighting. And again, what we're mousing over. Again, very very similar to games in the genre. And resources on the right. So we got some solid, liquid, minerals, and medical. I like the way it's broken down. That's pretty good. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look around. So this is where we have started, and it is. Well, it looks to be in some sort of gas cloud or nebula, and we've got things like silicon asteroids. So again, you can press I, and it gives you all of the information. So it shows you the mass and the market value, HP. If ever you get stuck, there is always the information for a difficulty scenario. That's the crawl that I mentioned. It's massive. And the main thing is the operation handbook. So it shows you what things do, how you do things, and you know it's all available at a few clicks of a button. But the main thing is I want to basically go for maybe a pick up the handgun for a start. We want to pick up the barrel, pick up the knife that's there, and if we have a look around, there's also some resources. So there's some rocks, and well, these are just rocks, and I think you can actually eat them. Yeah, there's some nutrition to these rocks. We're just eating rock. Are we an iridian or something? The thing is, though, there's also things like ship debris. So we're going to tell the crew member here, we're going to tell Guy to go around and basically pick up all of the ship debris, because, well, you never know what it's made out of. Oh, actually, I do know it's titanium and silicon, which is the main build resources. And there you go. So we have no crew beds, we have no air source, we have no stockpile. So we're going to get on with that one. Stockpile is easy. We're going to go to zones, and you've either got stockpile or temporary stockpile. That appears to be the only zones available at this stage. I don't know if you get more as you progress on the game, or that's just the build. But we're going to go with temporary stockpile, and we'll place it outside. So the idea is that Guy will come and mine all of this, or is it mining, or is it disassemble? Deconstruct. The orders are shown on here. So you've got cancel, you've got debris for deconstruction, mining, harvesting, and hunting. Technically, there is space worms. I found space worms before, which sounds suboptimal. Anyway, Guy is going to pick all that up. Let's just check out Guy. So this is a human player, male captain of the Poddington, and you can see their overall mood and how much oxygen they have in their tank, whether they're healthy or not, their breathable status, etc. So there is their needs and the history. Again, it's very similar to games of the genre. We've got consciousness, blood, pain, and mobility ratings. So we are fully conscious. We've got a good amount of blood, which is always positive. And we're not in any pain. Not physical anyway. And then we've got things like our equipment. I like this actually. You've got like a different I like the grid where you've got, it's very readable, where you've got things like your bodysuit, and then you've got your spacesuit and things like that. What they're carrying and such shows you their durability and radiation defense. Okay, and then there's characteristics. They're nervous, often. What's this? Derek has a tendency to let his nerves get in his way. Tell me about it. Often causing undesired outcomes, and prefers low gravity, being born and raised in a colony ship, which where Derek has spent most of his life. Yeah, there we go. And you can see like all their info and their backstory and stuff. Again, I think when it's like race and stuff like that, you know, there's a lot of potential. I'll probably be using that quite a lot in this video for expansion here. So they're having a bit of a sleep, and they're just on the floor. Let's see if I can sort that out. Let's go to building and to some furniture, and then you've got sleeping spot, sleeping bag, so it's better. However, it requires primary and secondary material, so leather, cloth, linen, or wool, and it's in red, which indicates we don't have it. So I think that's a really, really good quality of life thing, that if you've got it, it's in green. If you ain't, it's in red. Very, very simple. So you can see the overall skill required to make things. Like, we can make an arcade machine, but I don't know if we... Actually, I think because we're an engineer, we can actually make probably most things. Oh, no, there we go. We can't make a large thruster. But I will go with a sleeping spot, and I'm going to put a sleeping spot there, just so we've designated, yeah, you go there. And you can see the type of stuff available. So you've got tables and cryopods and animal beds. I've not done any sort of animal handling or anything in the game. You've got doors. We've got... this is our production. So you got your transponder, which we've got a transponder in here. So what does it actually do, though? Construction of more structures and detected by other ships. Backup battery, limited 90 watts. Basically, it's the core. It's a core, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Right, so Guy is going ahead and picking up the ship debris, which is good. We do have things missing, and also the Straczynski has just turned up. Is that JMS, as in the writer of, among other things, Babylon 5? I think that's probably what it's going for. Let's go with, well, a creator as well. Let's go with some structure, and I'm going to increase the size of the ship like so. And this, again, you can set up what resources. So we're going to say titanium. And it's strangely, it says we don't have any. It's in red, requires 2 titanium. I'm guessing that's just indicating that... because the reason for we don't have 2 titanium, the reason it's not saying we have any is because I put this temporary stockpile on the outside, because the actual stockpile can only go inside the ship, so you can't just do this. It doesn't work. Unable to place zones. And the reason for that is you go between areas, so you jump from this area to the next, and the different encounters. So it's, you can just sit in the vacuum of space if you really want to, but there's no real need to, although I guess there might be a reason, like as in you've run out of something. Different asteroids. So you've got the silicon asteroid, you've got an ice asteroid. It looks like the Straczynski has left the comms range. So Guy is cycling through the airlock. They're having a bit of a sleep. I tend to find that these guys like a bit of a a bit of a snooze. But we're going to build here, and we'll build the ship, as we can, and then we need to build several things on the vessel. So in no particular order, I want things like a life support. I want in a, well, where is it? We want some sort of power system. So we want a small generator. We'll connect that with the cables. We want a life support, and we want an air vent. And you connect those up with ducting and cabling. So, yeah. Our scanners have detected a ship nearby. It should be within communications range soon. But I don't have any way of communicating with it because I've got no systems like that. In terms of the other buttons here, while they crack on, there's your orders. We've mentioned that before. There is your crew, so you can see morale is slowly going down. Their health is actually unwell. Interesting. Why are they unwell? Overall health of the creature is unwell. I'm guessing because they've just basically spent loads of time just going around space. Minor exhaustion. Oh, yeah. It's... Yeah, because we've been sleeping on the floor, I'm guessing, and eating... Oh, no, actually, we do have something to eat. I was going to say we've just been eating rocks, but no, we do have packaged meals there. We have our factions, so we got our player faction. We can set up the overall look of it as well, so we're going to go with... Oh, maybe not that one. Maybe not that one either. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Nice. And hang on, wait, did that have a... I was going to say no relations. I can say, how can you be in bad relation with your own faction? Overall power and tech level. I don't think there's actually research in the game as far as I can tell, but again, that might be a later on thing. You got the jackals, which are, well, them. I don't know why they've taken the photo in the nude, but there you are. They are slavery. Oh, their laws are slavery, expansionist, and exploration. Okay, species, the human species. We got the angry angels with a damn fine hat. We got the fallen dragons. Whoa, why? How can we? I was going to say, hang on. How come are we really bad in terms of our relations? But it does toggle between this. So the fallen dragons, bandits, and slavery, and you see all their relations. So the relations changes. It's contextual, which is good. Right, so how are we getting on? We're not getting on at all. I think they're too busy collecting resources around. Let me have a quick scoot about, because I did obviously set them to gather the ship debris, but I think we are focusing too much on that. I think if we're going to get them out of bed, we're going to force this, so yeah, get them to schedule the construction. So I've told them to get on with it, basically. Which obviously is going to make them more tired, but well, they've only got themselves here, so we need to crack on. So we are building this ship, as you can see, and they're going to take all of this titanium, which is being picked up from the other wreckages. So yeah, guys, working well here finally. Looks like they can't pick up multiple bits, which no, you know, you will not sleep. You will prioritize the building, please and thank you. So you can override their needs. Oh no, they're definitely not happy with that. You can actually rename them as well. Yeah, what else have we got? So, has no privacy, reducing mood by 4, eaten on the floor, slept in cold, and no captain's chair. So, yeah, they're basically not happy. Yeah, wish I had a table to eat at, low light is uncomfortable. Well, you know, it's strange that... Do they have an optimistic? Oh, yeah, they do. Okay, I was going to say... just surviving, you would think would be like, you know, that's good enough. Do I have in... Yes, I do have a weapon. I've got a titanium pistol. All right, fine. What else have we got? Some water. We have some coins. We have our packaged meal. We got our titanium, and we've got a barrel, which is, well, what's it got in it? Primary materials is gold. It's a gold barrel. We have a gold barrel. Excellent. I'm going to go with ship's flooring, and this will allow us to, expand. So again, it's going to be titanium. I've got loads of titanium, so I'm pretty happy with that. I wish they could pick up more than... Are they just picking up one at a time? No, they're picking up 2 at a time. There you go. But they are building. Let's get this basic system up and running. So we already have an engine on the back. We want in then a power system. So I'm going to go with a generator, which is going to go there. We're going to go with a... Let's go with a life support, which is going to go there. And then finally an air ventilator, which is going to go there. So there is the basics. And that will get this ship going. Is there lighting in the game? There must be lighting in the game. There are, yes, standing lights. Okay, and floor lights. Oh, there we go. I'm going to place a floor light in there then, just because the mood was a bit poor. So we'll get that going. These require silicon as well, by the way, which I do have 14 silicon, and if I do run out, I will be able to go for that silicon asteroid there, and there's a couple more around. But here we go. This is getting built. And I'll have to cable this up. Right, let me pause it for a moment while I do that. So cabling, I will run the cable like so. And the, where is it? It is the, yes. Oh, they haven't built that yet. It is the ducting, which is automatically placed underneath. So we've got different layers there. That's fine. There's your connections. Oh, I guess you can have ships, disconnected for various reasons. I'm guessing combat. So we do need some ice for our life support. So I'm going to have a look around for ice. There's titanium. There's some rocks. Titanium, rocks, titanium, rocks, titanium. Oh, there we go. Ice asteroid. Right, let's set up some mining on that one. Oh, no, there's one a little bit closer. What about that silicon? I'm going to say that one and that one and that one. Okay, good. And I'm thinking about storage as well, because obviously I need to make sure that we can bring all of this stuff to the next sector, because whatever we leave is going to stay here. So we have to, again, bear that in mind. It is, what is it? Day 16th of the 3rd month and 1st hour. It's 2374 apparently, and oh, there we go. So we have some thrust now. Don't worry, we're not actually going anywhere, even though that's turned on. Basically, we get now the burn meter. So basically, we need to enter high burn. It's how to go between the different areas. Looks like we've got the Desura, I think it is. Anyway, I can click on the ship for details, but well, that's as far as we can get because we don't have anywhere to. We don't have anywhere to communicate. So I'm just going to let Guy finish mining some of these silicon asteroids. And again, I will expand the ship. I think I'm making it larger in a couple of dimensions. But we do have light now, which is good. And you can see this vent is working as well because we've got ice in here. So we've got our breathability should be going up as well, which is good. You've got activation, yeah, gas receiving, overall health of the stuff. And now, apparently, we are idle. Okay, well, we can't be having that. Let's go with, once again, expanding. And I'm going to go with a little bit more space out the front here. And we've got more than enough, I think, to do that. And once we've done this, once we've got this bit built and I've expanded inside, I think we will probably do a little bit more harvesting and then we'll jump. I think that's the overall idea. There is armoured walls as well. Yeah. Armoured hull wall. And then airlocks as well. If I do build on the left or the right, I'm going to have to move the airlock, which I'm not looking forward to. The Dezura has left comms range. Yeah. You'd think they'd come and give us a hand, but no. This appears to be the build area, so it's actually quite large. Wow, so we're going to get... Yeah, not even close to anything like that. In fact, this is probably just going to be basically a big square for the purposes of demonstration. Yeah, I do regret my decision on not having multiple crew. But then again, I guess if you have multiple crew, you're going to go through resources much faster. So it is what it is. Burn meter is now 100%, so enter high burn. Ship thrusters have to charge and the cabin within the ship has to be pressurized. This is determined by the amount of thrusters currently being powered. Once completed, you can enter high burn, which is basically going between different areas. But we're going to let Guy crack on and looks to have a drink, having some food. So we've got beverages and we have generic units of sustenance. So nutrition and hydration is all good. They're going to be pretty much done. So we're going to say, yes, once again, build inside there, please and thank you. And can I build, like, I can't rotate the blocks. Okay, so yeah, that's a thing. We do have solar panels as well, which is good, and batteries. So ideally, if you want to make a solar powered vessel, then you can. This one goes on the outside of the hull. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to make a bigger area. That actually has a power. That's not powered, is it not? It does not. It says power usage 040. So are they manually cycling that? Oh, they might be. So if I connect that up like so, it might cycle the airlock a little bit quicker, and that will hopefully help us out. Can I tell them to prioritize? Yes, I can prioritize that, which they've now done. Nope, they've not. They've took the resources there, but they haven't actually built it. Okay, well, you do you, Guy. And you can see overall breathable air is going up. There we are. I'm going to go for, again, storage here. I think we should be all right. Another ship is going to be in range. So we've got 4 more bits to do. And then once that's done, I'm going to go for... where they are now. The underback apparently is here. Low mood, right? Okay, not ideal. Let's go with a stockpile of that. Now that should be enough, I think, for all of this. So what will happen is, if I go to this temporary stockpile, I'm going to delete it. So now they are tasked with bringing everything on board, which will now show our resources on the right. So that's why we lost them previously. And it's probably a good idea to bring some of these rocks, like so. I keep clicking on them, pressing F to toggle, but that's not a button in this game. There you go. They're having a drink. So temperature is actually a bit better than it was, which is all right. I'm going to probably just get this titanium asteroid, and I think we will leave there. I'm just going to have a quick look around for the easy option, which is there's a ship debris over there, but it is quite a way away. I don't know whether it's easier to... it looks like wreckage from a ship can be just constructed with various materials, titanium and silicon. Okay, I will tell them to deconstruct it. It is a little bit far away, and there's also other bits here as well. So rocks, and yeah, there's nothing really about. Okay, so I want to deconstruct that. I want to get some ice. Let's see, where is the nearest ice? I think it was this one, ice asteroid. Yeah, we'll get that, and then we will go. That is the overall plan. Let me expand the stockpile, which I think I can do by just clicking and dragging from that one. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to go any further than that because I do plan on expanding further. That's fine. Okay, looks like the underback's left. Okay, what have we got? Air tightness. Sealed. Good. That's what you want. And they are low mood. They are picking up the rocks now, though. and they're going to store that. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell them not to gather that over there because it's far too far away. I am going to get some ice, and where they're going now out of this titanium one. Titanium is 53. I was going to stop them, but they've already got halfway through mining this titanium asteroid. And there it goes, and it's broken down. Excellent. So we'll drop that off, have a drink, and once again go to sleep. No, I will. Can I prioritize, guy? Mine. I don't know if I can change the priorities of things. Looks like the ship's back again. They're also not tired anymore. Okay, so you can sleep while the ship's jumping. That's the plan. So gather this and then have a sleep, and I will burn the ship. Agreed, guy? Is that a solid compromise? No. Pour ice, please. All right. So they're going to dump that there. They're going to have something to eat. And I'm going to burn. So we are now in, high burn. So this is our travel. So we can't really do anything here. Passing over an asteroid field, we'll need to drop from high burn to access them, though we must be careful of parasites and infections. So, okay. I don't know why it was telling us about that. That's bad. But if I go to building here and I say this, we won't be able to build because you can't leave. At the end of the day, we are, in high burn. We can't leave to do that. So if I drop out, are we going to be in an asteroid field? We are in an asteroid field. There you go. So we'll have a look around. We have rock asteroids, ice, silicon. Well, I'll say get the silicon and get the ice. I'm going to look for anything else of great note. There are some bits around here, which is just rocks and such, which you'll probably be able to process later on. I'm looking for anything of like great note, but doesn't look like there is. So once again, the ship is spooling up, as it were. It's increasing its burn meter. So we are speeding up, but not because we're sort of just stationary here. You understand? What's that one? Just another rock asteroid. Don't need to gather that. What else have we got on board? We've got medical kits. So they're going to eat that. Going to have a drink. Why not? And now they're going to build on the front of the ship. I don't know if you can like destroy this bit of ship structure and then just go that way and build it easier. I'm guessing you can, but that's also going to massively impact breathability. When I say massively impact, it's going to kill anyone that hasn't got a suit available. Let's go with some deck plating and we'll finish this. Just building a Tetris block now is the summary here. And I'm probably going to get a comms station once this is in. Although I'll probably require some more silicon. I'll get some ice. I'll get the silicon there. So that hopefully will be enough. Let's have a look to see how much it requires for a... Where is it? A comms console. It is in here. It requires 12 titanium. I say requires, you don't have to have titanium. You can use gold or silver if you really want to, but we're going to, and it does change the look of this gold comms console. But it does require silicon. You can't change that, so there's raw resources there. So we've got loads of titanium, which is good. I say loads, but I always find it useful to grab more when we can. Storage space is adequate for our needs. Flooring, we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more blocks remaining. They might get it done this cycle. I'm not too sure. Looks like they might. They might get it done. Yeah, you can see they're building it there. I don't know if that's cycling a little bit quicker as well. I'm not too sure. But that's now built. Then I'll say build over there. But they've already went ahead and get this ice asteroid. How much ice do I have on board? Liquid. Oh, the ore dog has come in comms range. You can't see it. No, you can't. Okay, so we brought the ice on board and immediately just put it in there in our life support. So ideally, I want more ice. There's an ice asteroid there, so I'll tell them to mine that one. And there's silicon over there, rock over there. I'll get them to pick up this ice, and that'll give us, you know, hopefully enough. But I don't want to stay too long. And oh, okay, what's this? This is a young space worm. It's a wild space worm. What do we know about it then? It has a fullness and energy. I don't know what it eats. It can range at a temperature between minus 270 to 20 degrees C. Wow. 21. It's a 20. Hang on, is that a 21 kilo? It's a 21 kilo space worm. That's a big worm in space. A grotesque looking worm that requires no atmosphere to breathe. Not very tough on its own, but can be a problem in groups. But I don't know if it's hostile or not. Let me just go to max speed. It's just having a bit of a run around. Oh, it's actually coming on board now. Okay, so Guy, I think we were going to deal with it maybe. No, it can't get through the... it was trying to pass through, but I don't think it can get through our airlock. And I would assume that we are not going to allow it in. I am, however, going to... I think I'm going to engage it in combat. So I'm going to target in combat, and I'll tell Guy to schedule the hunt. So, here we go. Guy is leaving the ship with their gun. And they missed. And missed. And they hit. Critical. Let me pause it. They are unwell. Rear left leg on a worm. Say again. And critical again. And critical again. And it's gonna... Right, okay. That worm... would not... It would be extra crispy, that space worm. And there you go. Okay, we've knocked out the worm in the wash of the engine. I have a feeling they would not last long. So Guy's going to finish it off. There we go. And I don't know why you would bring it on board. I don't know if you can cook it up. Good grief. How are we doing for fuel? 15 hours of fuel remaining. Okay. We do have fuel cells as well, but we've only got 4 of them left. So what I'll do is I'll grab this silicon. I'm not even going to grab that ice. I'm gonna get us burning. Let's go for... Well, actually, I'll let them sleep because Guy's a bit unhappy here. No privacy, eating on the floor, uncomfortable space gear, no captain's chair. Can we get a captain's chair? It is possible. Let's go on board and get the worm and burn. There we go. Right, Guy. What would you like? Let's see what we can get. Is there a captain's chair? Captain's chair. There is. Requires 38 titanium and cloth, linen, wool, or leather. Yep, that isn't happening, but I will try and get then a comms console, which is 32 titanium. So I can't get that either. I will, however, plan a comms console. Because it'll take a little while for them to do that. So, they are idle, but there's not much I can really do. We have a red dwarf coming into play, into view. A small, cool, very stable star. These properties means they are statistically the most numerous stars in the slog. We can't initiate a scan because we don't have any scanners, and I don't know what we'll find if we exit it, but let's try. More debris. Okay, debris's not a good sign, and I can't see the star, but we will grab what we can, because these will be silicon and titanium, which they are. So grab those. I mean, I'd settle for a bed. That would be good. You can see they're bringing it, the silicon in, and then the titanium, which was that 32 titanium? 38 titanium, even better. So, life support has run out of fuel. Uh-oh. No, we're okay. I think they've refilled it. Oh no, sorry, this life support. Right, we need ice. So having a quick look around, can't see any. Okay, plan is get the debris, then head. No reason to stick around longer than we need to. So, yeah, we'll grab titanium and the silicon. I'm just going to say don't pick that up. I will mine the rest of the debris if it is required. If we got the spare time. If we got time, then I will do that. Got this young space worm just on board. Center our screen on that one. Let's see. Melee 7. Backstory. They are 0 years old. Aww. Diet. Lithography. Lovely tasty rocks. Did Guy just get up and eat and then go back to sleep? Come on, Guy. Haul. Get hauling. So we'll do that. And then hopefully they'll haul. No, get up and haul that. You can sleep when we're burning. So we're back on board. Burn. Right. But I don't think... Are they sleeping while we're burning? I don't know. But we've reached level 7 in engineering. Because we are doing the thing. Well, we're doing the engineering thing. There we go. We now have a comms console. It is, however, not powered up, I believe. We've got power. And we're just going to run power right up the center here. Like so. And you can see they're going to go and connect all that up. Is there not power there? No, there is power there. I think those are red because there's always power cable there because it is a power system. Can we build some solar panels is the question to try and help ourselves for fuel. Yes, we can. We can build a solar panel there, and I'm going to say... Well, I'm just going to say there for now. So we're going to some solar panels on the back. So we've got our red dwarf. Oh, looks like the clouds are getting a bit more gaseous. Still in deep space. But it is changing. Okay. Guy's building the solar panel. This is good. Which will connect up. So solar panel's in play. Just keeping a check on... Oh, you can see temperature's a thing. Why can't I build that? Why have they not built this? This cable. Identical blueprint already exists. Interesting. Passing over an asteroid field, need to drop from high burn or access this, so must be careful of parasites and infections. Do I really want to do that? I'm not sure. I'm going to continue on to see if there's anything else of great note. Also, what else can we build? We've got air ventilator and a radiator. Small discharges a small amount of heat from any rooms connected via ducting. I'm going to build a radiator. No, I'm not. Oh no, I can build a radiator. But it's in red for some reason. Ah, you need to place it on the end, on the back. That makes perfect sense. Let's radiate there and there. And we now have a gas giant. Oh. Planet comprised of many gases and molten rocky core. These planets are inhospitable to most life. No surface to land on. But we will drop out because, as always, well, we want to explore. And more wreckage. Wreckage. Doesn't appear to be much more than that. But at least we've got something to look at in the window, right? It was, where is it? Vents. So we're going to connect up vents like so. The power cable, I don't know why is there. Deck plating. Power cable prefab. What does it need? Silicon? Titanium. And we've got titanium. They just haven't got round to it, apparently. Have they not? Dispose of space worm. Butcher the space worm. Oh, we got the Rosinski. Right, we have a ship that's turned up. What we're going to do then is we're going to have a chat. What they're coming in now to probably eat. Yes, and drink. Don't even dare try to go back to bed. Haul material power cable. Construct power cable. Power usage is 0. Really? Do we not have the power to do it? Can we not use it? I'm not sure. I should let them finish off building around here. Need communications to initiate. See, that was powered up until I put that cable in, which in that case it went broke. How much power do we have? Used power, 360 watts. Power available, 500 and odd. But are these not all connected? Are they not? Toggle power. Toggle back on. Okay, guy. I'm not too sure on this one. We might have to collect this resource and head, because they are leaving anyway. There they go, they've left. Because there's nothing else here. Burn. Right, so we've got the vents. It shows you the what they need, well, what this level is, because this is getting a bit warm. So we'll put in. Well, I've got power cables and the ducting. 37.6 degrees, lovely. A little bit warmer than the minus 270 degrees C outside. All right, let's see then. What are we going to encounter now? I want to be able to do some sort of trading. What if I get also detecting some kind of debris nearby, drop from high burn to salvage the wreckage and supplies. I'll look for survivors. I've dropped out. Don't say that's it. Just more debris. Maybe I've jumped a little bit too early. I'm gonna get guy up. There we go. So we've got ship debris, titanium and silicon. I've got loads of titanium and silicon's okay as well. So I wonder if I have to just run the cables around here? No, can't be. It must connect up. Well, we're going to gather them resources. I'll go for something else. I'll go for another area. Just going to, again, have a look around. The gaseous areas are quite pretty. Did I say something else there for a second? No, we're just out of bounds. There's just another bit of debris there. I'm not going to worry about it. Are they just collecting up silicon? Yes, they are. Well, I'm just going to let them finish building. And I'm also going to maybe practice some butchery on this, on the worm. There we go. The vents are now in. Let's go with schedule butchering. There you go. We now have some leather. Aha! Good. And also, power's gone out. Is it because of these? Toggle. Toggle. Hang on. Toggle. Whoa! That's not what I meant. Okay, I've managed to breach the hull by removing the hull plating. Right, let me just fix this. How can I fix that? Please fix that, guy. I thought I was removing something else there. Why is Guy not fixing it? They're more concerned with eating than fixing the hull. Good grief, that was... I feel like there should be a "Are you sure?" on that one. Right, let me put the floor lights back in. Alright, okay. We're going to burn to the next area. But that was bad. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, so it's medium oxygen level. But the CO2 should be brilliant now. Every cloud and all that. Burn! There we go. And that's one way to cool the ship down. I thought, we'll have some radiators on. One way to cool the ship down. Venting the entire ship to the void. Okay. So guys, their mood is pathetic. You tell me what I can do then. I can build an arcade machine. I'll build one there. I don't know if that's gonna, be good for them. So what? But they can't. So you can't build in the void. Strange that you can't build things in the ship while you... Oh, no, you can. You can. They were just doing their own thing. Okay, my mistake. And I do need more power. I do need more power. How am I going to get that? Maybe a battery? Another reactor, maybe? I thought power was fine, though. Use power 360 watts. Power available 520. And this requires 60 watts. Arcade machines in. Amount of power taken from the grid compared to the amount being used. Okay. Another solar panel. I'm going to put it there this time. How many can I get? I can probably only get the one. And obviously it won't work while we're travelling. Oh no, there is a little bit of... I think there is a little bit there. Yes, because we are now Yellow Dwarf. So we're flying through all this. Not good for solar. So it does tell us about, yeah, the power output. Oh, good grief. It was telling us about the power output as we go past. It tells us the maximum power output, but it's not telling us about a breakdown of what's solar and everything else. That would be nice to know. Can I build a battery? I know the answer is I can. I know there's one existing, but I don't have enough silicon for it. I've only got 5 silicon. I'm going to drop here because there's some wreckage. There's normally something when you drop. I don't know if there's scanners available to highlight things like debris, but it would be useful. Is Guy just... Yeah, Guy's just enjoying the time on on here. I'm going to turn on the vents because I have a feeling that sitting near this quite warm planetary body will will not help us out. Let me schedule the deconstruction of the wreckage. Yeah, it's going to get quite warm. Okay. Sneezingtons, and then what we need to do is, I think, go for a battery. I think a battery storage solution system would be in order. Let's do that. So power, battery. It's going to go in here. Requires silicon. That'll be fine. I've told them to deconstruct that, but I have... there's 5 silicon there, and there is 6 silicon there. I'm going to tell them not to crack on with the other stuff. Okay. So 21 degrees. That's because of the radiator. If I toggle these, let's just see. Yep, we can see it's getting a bit warmer now. So I think you only need the one of them on to get to our required amount. That's fine. Right. Guy, I'm going to tell you to get up. And head... Oh, this is going to look a bit naughty. Right across. Grab that. Just tell them to bring it on board. So we have some space worm leather. Can make a proper bed later on. Burn meter is now good. So pick up this. If I click burn, doing so will leave everything in the sector behind. I assume if I click that, it will just end the game, because that's how there's no one on board. I don't know, but we are burning away. But we are also now, hopefully... No, prioritise the building of the battery, please, because then your arcade machine will work a little bit better. So the problem we have now is we should be charging the battery, assuming that it is connected up. It is connected up, so we are charging up the battery. This is good, so we can use solar to our advantage. That's good. I mean, we've just left the star, so there's nothing we can get there. But my point is that oh, space worm raw meat. Can we cook the meat? No storage available. Is there any cooking? There must be cooking facilities. Let's have a quick look. Power, atmosphere, gas scrubbers and stuff like that. That's not beyond that. Transfer vents, engines, aeroponics, place to grow plants and vegetables. Here is beds and stuff like that. I need dye in order to make a basic vent. Really? Okay. It's idle crew. Let me turn off that and turn off that. And hopefully they can use... Nope, they can't use the arcade cabinet. Shame. Okay. Take some debris nearby, drop from the high burn to scavenge the wreckage and supply and look for survivors. Will we see it or not? I don't think so. I'm going to continue going. You've now passed the debris. So it was very quick to go past. I wanted to get to something that's a bit more of note, shall we say. The battery's slowly charging up, I believe. No, it's slowly going down now. Oh, because we're heading into another gas cloud. Brilliant. Oh, actually, wait. Blue Giant. Large, short-lived, extremely hot star. Emit huge amount of heat and radiation. Very dangerous near travel. However, rare and valuable resources can be sometimes found. We're dropping out. Diamond asteroids and wreckages. Wow. But what is the radiation and what is the temperature? The temperature is naturally flying right up, but this will also charge up our battery. Okay, so we'll get the diamonds. We're going to get the wreckage. There's lots of wreckage around here. Okay. Fine. Loads of ship debris. Yeah, I'm going to set all this to mine. Fine. Okay. So, we are... What have we managed to accomplish? Well, we've got battery storage. We've got solar. So, naturally, hopefully, a bit more... We're not going to burn through as many fuel cells as we were previously. How many fuel cells do we have? I don't think we have any. And also, hostile swarm of 4 space worms has been detected nearby. Where? Well, I'm going to unpause it and let it run through. And Guy will hopefully be able to deal with it. Looking around for space worms. Prioritize mine the asteroids because they've been too busy sitting on that games console. Okay. Well, I can't see any space worms. And shocker, space is big. So I don't know exactly where they're coming from. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit of SpaceSlog. I think overall, in summary, this early access version of the game, and it is very early access, we can probably describe it as functional. You can hopefully see what the game is about, and, you know, we can do some building and exploring and gathering resources, and there's obviously different events and such like that, and factions, etc. But I think, as I said, in summary, it can probably be described as functional. I'm not yet totally sold on the pacing especially, and you know, the balance and such, but again, your mileage may vary. It does have a lot of potential, but, and there is a big caveat here, we've seen a lot of this genre, some famous, some quite infamous actually, where they've obviously had a lot of exposure perhaps, and a lot of ideas, but never lived up anywhere close to potential and potentially been abandoned. But that's not an indictment on this game. We have to take everything individual. At this stage, obviously, your mileage may vary on what is available. I've shown you, hopefully, a fairly accurate sort of first look at maybe the first hour or so. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to see more, if you have any tips, comments, suggestions, would like to hear them. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.